Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'm slightly surprised to be called so early. It's unusual. I'm slightly off-piste here, to be honest. But I'm willingly off-piste because it's so important. Look, every single person on this planet is equal. But it's clear from what we've heard and what we know that in work, women are not as equal as men. And that's wrong. When a woman takes time off work because she's having a baby, it's minimum 6, 9, 12 months, maybe longer. And it's incredibly important that she does that. All of us know that. Women do this huge duty to society. I don't consider women to be equal to men. Please don't just quote that. Listen to the second half. I think women are at a higher level than men. Yeah. Okay, oh, goodness me.
You're in the right.
I know that they're going to cut what I say, but it's absolutely true. Women, actually, without what they do, we would have no future. And we should recognise that, and so should employers. Would you like to intervene on? I knew I would get that sort of response from my honourable friend, and he's absolutely right. We momentarily play a part. Oh my goodness me, am I going to be in real trouble? Well, I hope I'm not, because I'm totally on the side of women. This is a good bill. This is a really good bill. I'd like to see it go further, as I mentioned earlier, but obviously the government support it, so me as a big, loyal follower of the government, I support it too. But the fact of the matter is I support it, and it's right. It's a good bill because it fundamentally improves the protection from redundancy for women who are pregnant, and other people too who have family reasons for not working. So it's not just pregnant women. It's simply unfair for women to be sacked or suffer because they have been away from their jobs because they're having a baby. It's just plain wrong. And I love the idea that this bill extends beyond the period when leave has been taken. In 2019, I recall the Queen's speech said that we were going to extend protections for this and maternity discrimination. It's taken 3 years. And now I hope it will. In fact, I'm sure it will happen. I haven't heard anyone suggesting it won't. It's going to get through, and we're going to have committee stage, my honourable friend. We will have committee stage. And yes, I will sit on this bill committee. Make sure it's short, though, because, I have a very, low expectation of concentration. These regulations definitely will apply to everyone on maternity leave, shared parental leave, and adoption leave. And I think my honourable friend, I call him my friend because we were military together, although we're not allowed to be friends, apparently, in this place, but we are. There is good evidence, as has been explained, that this is absolutely necessary. In 2015, the Department for Business, Innovation and Skills found that 1 woman in 10%, were fired or treated badly in the workplace. And they gave up their jobs. This is wrong. Since 2015, the Equality and Human Rights Commission Women and Equalities Committee and campaign groups such as Pregnant Then Screwed. I didn't quite understand quite what that... I was a bit worried when I read that for the first time, and I thought, has someone made a spello here? But in fact, it's accurate. I now understand what it means. Have conducted investigations into new mothers facing redundancy. The HRC found that, I believe, 54,000 new mothers may be forced out of their jobs in Britain each year. That's appalling. It's so wrong. Then a survey by on new mothers by Pregnant Then Screwed. I'm really quite worried about saying those sort of words, but that's the title. Found that 30% believed they'd experienced discrimination from their employer during the pandemic. Of course I'll give way. I'm about to be castigated again. Well, I thank my very good friend, honourable friend, for saying that. Of course, I totally agree with that. I've already explained that I believe women are at a higher level than men, so they do everything much better. You know, they can certainly multitask, I gather. I certainly can't. I'm not trying to be too flippant because this is a serious matter. But I gather recent research has also found that the ethnic minority who have pregnant ladies, 50% of them get even more discrimination, which is utterly wrong. And then you go on to lesbian and bisexual women, it's 15% as well. It's wrong. The fundamentally thing is wrong, and we're going to correct it. That's what we're here to do. That's why we quite a lot of colleagues on this side of the House are here to support you, the Honourable Gentleman. I'd be castigated for that, wouldn't I, Mr. Deputy Speaker? A few minutes ago you were wearing a dress. But so, congratulations. I mean, this is the woke him, her, is it? Oh my goodness, I've really had it now. Well done, the Women and Equalities Select Committee, for further investigation into these findings. A good friend of mine suggested I might sit on that committee one day. I'm not sure whether people would want that to happen. In its report, the committee recommended that enhanced protections should be introduced which applied not just throughout pregnancy, but importantly for 6 months thereafter. The truth is, it's often difficult enough for women to take all their responsibilities, their parental responsibilities, seriously. Well, they take them seriously, let's be clear. They take these matters seriously. It's difficult for them to achieve everything, you know, that they want to do when they also have to work. Childcare costs are so enormous. How many times have all of us sat in our constituency surgeries and heard women say, I want to go out to work, but fundamentally all I'm doing when I'm working is covering my childcare costs. I'm afraid we've got a problem on cost of childcare as well, but that's another debate, I suspect. And it's hardly easy for a woman, anyway, looking after children, getting them to school, you know, often single parents, and then trying to work as well and balancing all that. I mean, it's pretty awkward. So we have got a duty here in this House to make it as easy as possible for women to balance off their civic duty of bringing children up and working. No, I don't mean they have to work, of course. So turning to the two clauses of the bill, as my honourable friend has said. The first one extends the Secretary of State's powers so that additional protection can more easily be applied to an individual who's taken pregnancy leave. And the second one seeks to improve the protections. Colleagues, both these clauses make sense. This bill makes sense. This bill is why we're here. This is a very important bill. We've got to get it through. I fully support it. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
Thank you,